You're on.
Okay. Right here is one thing you really want to bring fishing. It's a tape measure. That way you can, when you measure fish, you make sure they're all legal. So measurements, redfish, 18 to 27. You keep 2 a day. None can be over the slot or under the slot.
What's the slot?
18 to 27.
For redfish?
Yep.
All right.
And then trout, I believe, is 15 to 20. And you can keep 1 over 20. And I think you have a max of probably 10 or 5. Is it 5? It's a pretty good number. You should probably check on that, though. And then right here, so you just want to make sure you put this to the nose, all the rest to the tail, and you can pinch the tail to make it longer. And that's for this. Another thing you're going to definitely want to bring, sunscreen. Load up on a sunscreen or have a long sleeve shirt. And bug spray too, maybe sunscreen and bug spray. This is 2-in-1. And what you want to do is just put it, make sure you get it on your face, under your eyes, because the sun will bounce off the water and you will get sunburnt from that too. Another thing I like to have, because I don't have a boat yet, I do have a kayak, so what I do a lot is I wade fish, and I like to keep a straw hat on me where I can put all my lures right here on me. That way I don't have to carry around the big, bulky tackle box seen here. And I got 2 of them, one for hard baits, one for soft baits. And, you know, just really is a hassle. So that's why I just like to have one of these on. Put it on like this, and look, I got, what lure do I want? Right here. What I want my electric chicken jig head. Right there, see, it's that easy. And then over here, we got some wading boots. Just trust me, when you're wading out in the water, it is a hassle. Get your feet all cut up, step on an oyster, and just ruin your whole day.
You want to put them on for us? Show us how to put them on?
I don't think that'll be very useful. These are very good. They're construction grade, waterproof. You can walk all the way up here when you get water in them. And then after you get above the water, it fills in. As long as you're still walking in the water, you won't even notice. It really is some great boots. You can get them for like $30 from Walmart, something like that. You know, very cheap and expensive. Some good add, because also if you step on a stingray, you don't want that barb going in you. And you know the barb still may go through this, but it will definitely help. That's a good thing to add. And that is that. And then now we have, right here, we have a stringer. Now this is what you put the fish on once you catch them. You poke this through the fish's gills and out through its mouth.
Is that where they are? On the head?
Yep, right here on the head. You go through the gills, you come out the mouth, and then you put it right through this hole, and then you tighten it down on the fish's mouth like this, and that way he can't go anywhere, and you keep him in the water so he stays alive. That way he stays fresh longer. Just tie this to your pants, something like that, anything really. You get another fish, all you do is you keep this one on, go right back through the gill, right back through the mouth, put it right back through the loop, and then you got 2 fish on. You just keep adding. You know, for me, I get a lot of fish, my buddy Ben, not so much.
It's true.
It's
true.
He doesn't really need one of these. I do. That's just something I always keep with me. Right here, fishing grip. Now this is it's a great thing to have. You can see 2 colors, floats in the water, has a little handle right here, elastic, so you can carry it. You know, good thing to carry it, you can just clip it right on your clothing. Look, right here. Is that way you don't have to carry it around when you're fishing? Just clip it right on, just holds there. You know, obviously you may not want to do it on your shirt, but maybe your shorts, your bathing suit, something like that. And what it does, you put it in the fish's mouth, maybe if it's a barracuda or a jack or anything, a real toothy fish, or a fish you just don't want to get away, because it will hold it very tight. We can just...
Very tight.
Maybe we can hold it on like Ben's finger, maybe. Test that out real quick.
Demonstrate.
Let's demonstrate real quick. Just see, and just pinch that down.
I can't get away.
And you can't get away. See that? And open it up, and it's fine. And then, see, I don't really use this that much, because, you know, I mean, I don't really care, but Ben brings it with him all the time. He has it with him. Like, what I do, I just put my thumb in the fish's mouth, and then you just hold it like that. Like, I have such a strong grip, it won't get away. Ben, on the other hand, doesn't have a strong grip and has lost many fish, so that's why he keeps his, even though he doesn't catch fish, don't tell him I said that.
Wait, I'm right here.
Oh, shit. Alright. And then here we got, this is right here is a really nice setup. Right here.
No,
You
it's
got
not.
the Shimano Stratic. It's not his, it is mine. And with the Calico Jack Hurricane, here's a Shimano Stratic. It's a 5,000. Now the 5,000 is really a 4,000, but a bigger spool, holds more line. I have 20-pound test braid. See, the 20-pound test, I think it's almost a perfect number because it's enough to handle big fish, but it still casts a good distance. And the braided line is really thin enough to cast really far, and it's strong. And under this, I have mono. That way, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the spool. And on it, I have a little glass minnow made by Mirrodine, called the Mirror Minnow. It imitates a little glass minnow. Just suspending twitch bait, things real slow, just twitch it. A little bit of beads in it, as you can see. And it's a good real bait for the flats. And then this rod is a 7.6. Real big rod, real big handle, good casting. It's really light though. Really made by the same company who makes the red bone rods. They're really high quality rods. This is, I'd say, maybe one step under. Still a very nice rod. Very happy with it. Calico Jack made by Hurricane. 7.6, medium heavy, cast a mile. Really does cast so far, and it's just a great all-around rod. Good for top waters, suspending twitch baits, anything. Real stiff at the bottom, but light at the top. Light at the top. That's how it is. Right here, I have a chug bug topwater lure, which means it floats on top of the water. It has 2 treble hooks. Back treble hook has a little bit of shiny strings on it, so it hides the treble hook a little bit. Maybe makes it look like a tail a little bit, so it's working in the water. Blue top imitates a mullet, which has the fins and everything, scales, very, very detailed. Chrome body, which gives a good flash, or really catches the fish's eye. And it has a concave mouth. That way, when you pull the bait and you pull it, it's essentially like a splash of water, and it pushes the water out, which gives it the imitation of like an injured fish. So it's like the easy target for predatory fish, really, like a redfish, trout, snook, anything of that nature.
Here we got a top water walk the dog. It's just as well goes on the top of the water. It's a Balmer makes it. It's called the Badonkadonk, and it swims back and forth like an injured mullet on top of the water. As you can hear, it's got those rattles in it.
It calls in the fish.
Yeah. It's like a dinner bell for the fish.
Yeah.
But as long as there's the really big eye, they really like that. It's got the big stainless steel treble hooks, for good hookups, and they won't rust. So
good gold color too, right?
Yep. It's got the redfish. Yeah, this is a redfish color. You can get other colors though.
Oh yeah, redfish. It has a little dot on the tail, just like any other redfish.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of trout may like that too, since it's
Yeah.
competing species. You may want to eat each other's young.
That is true.
And over here I got a Eden Junior. It's a saltwater super sport, and it's the same thing as that right there, except it's a mullet imitation.
A little bit smaller.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller, as you can see. Makes a different pitch noise. Like if you shake that one, it's a little high pitch or more bell. It's just more of a click clacking noise.
This one's got a little bit more balls in the middle.
Yeah, more balls.
More balls.
It's got a lot more balls.
Bigger balls too.
Yep. And this one's mullet, and then it does the same little walk the dog, maybe smaller presentation, so it won't really spook the fish. It may not get the big ones, but it'll definitely catch them all. The big ones eat it too. One thing I like to say, elephants eat peanuts. It's right here, that's right there for you.
That's a peanut. And the big bull reds.
That's an elephant.
That's an elephant.
And you want to get the elephant.
Yep. Here we got a plastic sea shad made DOA on it's in the midnight mullet color, and it's rigged on a 1/4 ounce jig head with that red head and that white eye. You can use this in several ways. Like you can jig this up off the bottom, or you can just straight retrieve it, or you can kind of mix it up a little. Straight retrieve and you drop it.
It's a great video. Keep going.
All right. Use this inshore for trout, reds, jacks. You can use a flounder, pretty much anything inshore.
right here, I have a Seagull suspending twitch bait. When it falls, when it hits the water, falls down the water column pretty fast. I mean, it's not real slow. When the suspending twitch baits fall a lot slower.
Better for deeper water.
Yep, it is. And it imitates a mullet, maybe a shad, really any kind of bait, really. Anything that bigger fish will eat. And it has little, I'd say cut marks in it, little loops where when it swims, it shakes back and forth. That would give it a little swimming motion. Double treble hooks, better for hookup. Real thin hook, so it cuts right through the mouth. But it can break. I've never had any problems with these hooks, but thin hooks are known to break better. But they have better hookup ratios. And then what you can do with this bait, you can twitch it and move really fast, let it sink. Twitch, 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 let it sink. Or you can just swim it and just let it kind of swim like this. Just reel it in. And over here, go ahead, Ben.
Here, we have a Mirrodine made by Mirror Lure. It's got that more of a transparent bottom with that reddish pinkish top with those big red eyes. And what you do is you cast this out, it'll hit the water, sink at a relatively low speed, you know, kind of like something like that. And then what you do is you'll twitch it. It'll go back and forth like this in the water. And you just twitch it at any speed, just whatever the fish want. You gotta kind of experiment a little. And it's got those treble hooks on them, the stainless steel, won't rust.
It's pretty big treble hooks too.
Yeah, well, it's alright. Well, that's his normal size.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. And it mimics a mullet, good for most inshore species, you know, trout, reds.
Now, is that the only color they come in?
No, they come in a lot more colors,
Variety,
actually.
really?
Yeah, yep. Gives, you know, you can't use, not, any day, not every color will work.
Mm-hmm.
You want to switch it up, you know, based on the light, water clarity, time of day. And there you have it.
There we have it.
We have it. Here we got a DOA shrimp. Obviously, it mimics a shrimp. It's got this just one hook coming out right here. It's pretty light, probably less than a fourth of an ounce. You're gonna need smaller tackle to throw this thing. It's a very effective lure. You work it very slow. You cast it out, kind of let it sink to the bottom, very slowly pull it across the bottom. Works. Since it's a shrimp, most species eat shrimp, and this is pretty much, you know, the hamburger of the sea. You know, anything eats this. And that's why it is a very effective lure. They come in a multitude of species, or not species. What am I even saying? Color. This particular one is the glow. It'll glow. Actually glows in the dark. And there you have it. What do you got, Walker?
Right here, another shrimp imitation. This one's a hard bait, right? As you can see. The suspending twitch bait, as a few of our other baits were. And the way this works, tie it on the bottom actually, right? Like this. And then, I heard these are good for pitching under docks for flounder and such. And redfish and trout, stuff like that. I've caught
redfish, yeah.
gotten plenty of trout and redfish on this exact lure actually. And then right here has the same little feathery, kind of shiny, you know, legs. You know, kind of imitate the shrimp legs, so it reel it in backwards. Because shrimp do swim backwards, so you tie it onto the back. And what you do, you cast it out, right? And then it will sink down, and you just twitch, just like a lot of our other lures. But this one, what you can do is you just cast them under docks, and it's weighted in the front, so you just cast right at the dock, and it'll actually sink, kind of like a U, and just sink right down the bottom under the dock, which is really good.